the witnesses for being here. I'm incredibly disappointed in the politicization of this COVID-19 response. The 24/7 criticism the President is undergoing is unwarranted at a minimum and absolutely maligns the hard work done over years as our nation's doctors and scientists at places like the CDC, the NIH, the FDA, the HHS, DHS, FEMA, and DOD have prepared for just such an eventuality. Make no mistake about it, this virus is a serious problem. But that concern was immediately shown by our President as evidenced by his historic response. And I'd like to take a second to correct the record. On December 31st, Wuhan officials posted the first notice saying they were investigating a pneumonia outbreak. On January the 7th, the CDC established an incident management system just 7 days later. On January the 17th, CDC sent 100-plus staffers to specific airports in the United States to screen all people coming from Wuhan. On January the 21st, just 3 weeks after the announcement, the CDC activated its Emergency Operations Center. On January the 29th, the President established the Presidential Task Force. On January the 30th, still less than a month from the initial announcement, the State Department issued a do not travel warning to China. January the 30th, the World Health Organization announced that the coronavirus is a public health emergency of international concern, meaning before the World Health Organization even announced a global concern, the administration was working on its response for almost a month and had already established a presidential task force. On January the 31st, to the cries of racism, President Trump proactively suspended entry of foreign nationals who'd been to China in the last 14 days. On the 31st, the President issued quarantines and, through Secretary Azar, a public health emergency for the entire nation. On February the 11th, the World Health Organization named the virus COVID-19. Let that sink in. The administration's first response a week after the Wuhan announcement. The virus hadn't even been named by the World Health Organization yet. It isn't named until day 42. Meanwhile, the CDC, the NIH, and all the agencies of our scientific community with acronyms that boggle the mind have been working feverishly to sequence the RNA of the virus, get its proteins, messenger RNA sequenced, and get a vaccine going. On February the 24th, the President unveiled the initial plan. Yet, according to the leadership of the other party, our President has failed us. Months of response, and yet they're accusing our President of failing us. On February the 26th, the President appointed the Vice President to head the whole of government response. That appointment is in keeping with the 2015 Obama-era Blue Ribbon Panel on biodefense. On February 29th, 60 days after the Chinese announcement, sadly, America lost its first victim to COVID-19. So 53 days before America lost a single life to COVID-19, the administration was already working diligently to prepare our country. You've heard the witnesses describe the Herculean efforts their various departments are taking to protect the lives and health of Americans. I want to thank the dedicated men and women of CDC, NIH, FDA, HHS, DHS, FEMA, and DOD for the years of work that has gone into preparing for this type of effort, and their tireless 24/7 response since the announcement just 71 days ago. America will lose lives to this virus. But as was noted by Obama appointee and former director of the CDC, Tom Friedman, had the President not responded so quickly, we would not have been prepared as we are, and more lives would have been lost. Madam Chairman, I yield.
Thank you.